Good morning everyone, Coaster Curious George here, hope you're doing well. So it's a chilly morning and I'm here at Legoland Windsor for Brick or Treat, the main Halloween event that takes place every year here at Legoland Windsor. So one of the first things that's very striking when you arrive, which wasn't here last time I was here, is the brand new entrance portal, and it looks fantastic. We'll get a closer look in just a moment, but it took the Lego model makers over 2,500 hours to complete. It's over 32 feet tall and it looks really, really impressive. And I also found out it took over 70,000 bricks in order to make it come to life. So we're going to get a closer look at this. And I do think a good entrance is important, since at Phantasialand, which is one of my favourite theme parks, one of the best in the world, it has a very poor entrance sign and looks very underwhelming. However, and that really does not prepare you for what's inside Phantasialand. But I think this entrance portal is new and what is required to give that grand entrance to Legoland Windsor. So let's take a closer look. Come join me. Okay, so I'm in. I got through the front gate. I'm in the park. It's just before 10 AM. I'm going to head straight for Flight of the Skyline, the flying theatre. It gets quite large queues, so it's normally a good idea to head there first. So come join me. So after consideration, I decided 60 minutes was a little too much. So I've joined the Fire on Ice freefall queue, which is only 5 minutes. And this is a very fun mini drop tower. So let's do this. I love those family drop towers. They're so much fun. My first one was in Europa Park, and that really cemented my love for them. However, this one is themed to the Mythica area, and it's great fun. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. And because I was single rider, what that enabled me to do was to jump ahead of the majority of the queue, even though it was 5 minutes. That's the key tip if you do come here to Legoland Windsor. Now, Hydra's Challenge, which is the jet ski, appears to have quite a short queue, so while I'm here, I can't resist that. So I've just come off Hydra's Challenge, and that was great fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that. The jet skis, when I go to theme parks such as this one and the one at Plopsaland Deutschland, are surprisingly fun. I do thoroughly enjoy them. And the queue was quite small as well, which was great. However, I was unlucky and I did get hit quite a lot by the jets, as you see them going off behind me now. So I got quite wet, which is not great on a chilly day like today. Now, I saw that Deep Sea Adventure, which is over in that direction, has a 5-minute queue, so I'm going to go head there. Now, it was closed for a portion recently, and this was due to refurbishments and changes. So I'm very keen to see what changes they made, so let's go check it out, see if it's noticeable. I want to respond to a comment made on one of my previous videos by Boombox1429, who asked me what are the scariest horror events I've been to. And at least in the UK, I would say the top 3 so far, and I should point out there are others I haven't done yet, such as the Yorkshire Scaregrounds, that I've heard is pretty good, and other ones that I do want to do. But so far, I would say probably Alton Towers Scarefest this year was actually very good and quite frightening, at least what I saw for other guests. So I would put that in 3rd place. Then in 2nd place, I would say Tulley's Farm Shocktoberfest, very good. And then in 1st place, no doubt, Horror at Hinchbrook House. That was definitely the most frightening Halloween event I've done so far, at least in the UK. So those are my thoughts on the top 3 scariest things that I've done so far.
Dive to the deepest depths of the sea in search of sunken treasure. Please to join us on our mission. This is your chance to join the next underwater adventure.
We're going to have a whale of a time. Not that. Too much sharks. Make sure to...
That's fun.
So I've come off Deep Sea Adventure and it was great as always. I did not notice any major cosmetic changes to the ride itself, so I assume the period for which it was shut, it was just for standard refurbishments. It looks as good as ever. So I'm pleased to see that it's being maintained well and that it's still operating well. So that's excellent. I'm outside Haunted House Monster Party, in which I just missed a show by Lord Vampire, who came out to give a sing and dance. But the queue only has 5 minutes, so I'm going to go do this and let you know how it's riding afterwards.
Now dance around, monster.
So I received another comment on a video from Double Speakers IRL commenting about Siren's Curse and how smooth and comfortable it is. And it got me thinking, I'm not sure what the technology is that makes Siren's Curse so smooth. I know that companies like RMC, they do have patented technologies that allow them to make such smooth coasters, such as vibro insulators, along with other industry secrets and technology that they have. I don't know what it is for Vekoma, but I know they underwent new management, and as a result, the old Vekomas and the new Vekomas, there's a night and day difference. But it's not just Siren's Curse, things like Bonix, Let Coaster, Fly, they're comfortable and glass smooth as well. So this is a consistent trend among their coasters. So thanks for the comment, and those are my thoughts. So, Haunted House Monster Party was good fun. However, the queues have built up quite significantly, including 70 minutes for Flight of the Sky Lion. However, the Legoland Express has only a 5-minute queue. And I did read, in terms of the news, that there have been updates made. So, let's do this and let's see what changes have been made.
Only see while the train is moving. What's all that noise? We still have so much to see. It has my name on it, thanks to you.
So that was the Lego Express, and that was good fun, a nice relaxing way to spend some time, especially when the queues and everything else are piling up quite high. And it was also great to see a number of decorations as well, especially related to Brick or Treat and Halloween, and they were very well done as well, so that was excellent, including animatronics, horrifying plants that come to life, spiders. That was excellent. And I know it has been closed, sorry, not closed, but there has been some maintenance that's been taking place, so it's great to see some upgrades made there as well. So yeah, let's go explore and see what else is available.
Are you ready for a pre-regular party? Then get ready to trick or treat! So clap your hands, stomp your feet, we're gonna celebrate this trick or treat. Are you born to be wild?
Summoned us. Was it you?
Yeah, it was us. We summoned you because us monsters want to party. We're ready for the Monster Jam. Isn't that right? Quick, everyone nod and roar like monsters. After 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, they do kind of look like monsters, you know.
Squarefoot and the Rockstars. Get ready to play.
So that was the Monster Jam show, which is a nice change from just doing rides here. Now, we've joined the Laser Raiders queue, and unfortunately it has a big queue, about 40 minutes. Most of the queues are quite big at the moment, and this ride has low throughput and low capacity as well. It's only, I think, like 4 or 6 people per car, so this is going to take a while, but we can enjoy the nice scenery in the queue regardless. So I come off Laser Raiders after that very long queue, and that was a lot of fun. I do like those shooting dark rides. However, Tomb Blaster is better themed, but both are very good. Laser Raiders is a little on the short side, but it is very well themed, with the old Johnny Thunder theming from Lego, so I thoroughly enjoyed that. But there are a couple of other things I want to do. The last Lego meet and greet is going to be happening soon, so I want to go check that out. I also want to check out the Lego Insiders Club, as well as the Ferrari Build and Race. And so I'm very keen to show you those, so come join me and let's have a look at those. Okay, so I'm here outside one of the monster meet and greets here at Legoland, and I'm joined by my friend Rebecca.
Hi.
How are you?
All good. Yeah, good to be here, and yeah, hopefully it's not too scary.
Well, it's Brickletree, you know, so I mean, it's designed for families, so I'm sure you'll be fine. So, yeah, there are certain things I was very keen for you to do. So, one of which is to do the terrace and meet and greet here.
Yep.
So, I know you're super excited about that. How excited are you?
I'm excited to start my journey on becoming brave at doing Halloween events at theme parks, because I've notoriously been pretty bad at this kind of thing. So we'll baby steps, we'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. So this is an intense Coaster Curious program, and a Coaster Curious conquest of Halloween, we should call it. So bit by bit, Rebecca at the moment is not a big fan of horror stuff, so I'm going to build her up slowly bit by bit. So Brickletree today, then what I'll do, I'll introduce her to Tulley's farm in a non-scary environment, and we'll build her up bit by bit. And eventually we're going to get you at Tulley's next year, aren't we?
Pray for me.
You'll be fine. Tulley's is not that bad. Actually, still for my vlog. I'll have my vlog in the description for Tulley's. It's not that bad. It's not that scary at all. So yeah, let's start with the meet and greet. The queues are still pretty bad. They are still very long. However, there are a few things that hopefully shouldn't have big queues that I would be keen to do, such as the Lego Insider Club and the Ferrari Build and Race, or at least see what they're about. And also, there is one queue I'm very keen to do, which is the Disco Dragon. Now, Rebecca, have you seen the Disco Dragon before?
I don't think I have.
The Disco Dragon is amazing.
Okay.
Essentially, for anyone who's not aware, in the interior of the castle on the Dragon roller coaster, what you have is it's entirely decked out to be like a disco. So you have disco balls, disco lights. It's awesome. The Disco Dragon is never talked about enough, and it is a must-do if you're here at Brickletree. So, are you excited?
So excited, can't wait.
Awesome. Well, let's start with the character meet and greet, which should start in less than 10 minutes or so. Let's do this. So, I received a comment from Anthomemes about their favourite B&M dive coaster being Wrath of Rakshasa at Six Flags Great America. And it got me thinking as well about my favourite B&M dive coaster. Rebecca, what's yours?
Mine is Yukon Striker, Canada Swansland. Excellent dive.
Why do you like it so much?
It's just inexplicably better than all of the others. Can't explain why. The extra 20,
Right.
40 bit that I've done compared to the others has made quite a big difference.
Are there any others that you're quite keen on?
Ooh, good question. I like Ferrari.
Yeah, Ferrari Raven, see the point, yeah?
Yeah, really good fun.
Nice, excellent. So I would say my favourites, I've not done Yukon Striker yet, and I know there are some other good ones that I've not done yet, such as Shikra at Busch Gardens Tampa. I would say my favourite is Valkyria at Liseberg. It has excellent theming, as is consistent at Liseberg. It has a very tight layout with some very innovative elements. It's intense, it's creative, it's just a fantastic dive coaster, smooth, it's an old school B&M, and as a result, I would say it's my favourite so far. But admittedly, there are a few I haven't done. But yeah, thank you very much for that comment. Oh. Ready? This is new. I don't recall this being here last time. There was a fun little Ghostbusters reference as well down there on the space section. So you had the Ghostbusters along with their vehicle. So it's nice to see touches like that. And also it's nice to see certain characters as well, such as rather than Morris dancers or like dancers in like the Mid-Scotland section, you had skeletons and Dracula as well. Now, we're near the front of the park now. We're not far from the Ferrari Race and Build. I've heard about this. I have no idea. I mean, I know what it's about, but I've never been in it, so I'm very curious. So come join me and we can go check it out.
Some race cars. Oh, I got so excited I almost forgot. I'm here to get you into the racing spirit with a bit of fast pace. 25 access complete. Third place, legendary. Around the same time, Ferrari enjoyed huge success in F1 racing, winning the drivers and constructors world titles several times. The trophies kept lining up, and today, Ferrari has grown to become the most successful racing team in history.
So unfortunately, the racing build is shut, but we could still see the Lego Ferrari, which looks awesome up close. However, it'll be good to go check out the Lego Insider Club, since I got a pass you can get online for free. So it'd be good to check out the Lego Vault to see what that's about as well. So let's go over in that direction. So at the Lego Insiders Club, I'm aware this requires a pass to get to the Lego Vault, but apart from that, I'm not sure what else it entails. Rebecca, are you interested in seeing what's inside?
Yeah, I have no idea what to expect. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Excellent, good stuff. So yeah, let's have a look and yeah, let's do this. So we've got a card, now we need to choose a playtester name.
Go jumpy toast.
Go on, Jumpy Toast, let's do it. Okay, so let's... So we've got to find the pirate girls somewhere. So we've got to build a fish. So there you go, that's my best attempt at building a fish. Right, Rebecca, would you care to do the honours? So I'll try to continue. Well, have fun.
Oh yeah.
What is asteroids? Oh, you suck at this. You really suck at this. I think moving your hand left makes you go left. I'm no expert on navigation, but I would say that's probably my best guess.
I got one. Yeah.
Just to give you some friendly advice, you've got 5 asteroids, you're not meant to get the asteroids. I don't think that score really is worthy of congratulations. That was a terrible score. Nice. So I think that's all the stamps now. So I think I might be able to go into the vault now, and I can check if Rebecca can join me, but let's see if we're allowed in.
Have a good day. Yeah. Okay. Have a good
Here we are inside the Lego vault. So the Lego vault is very cool so far. Rebecca, what do you think?
Yeah. So lots to do here. So yeah, good fun.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's a nice little addition, a nice way to take a break from the rides, especially with the big queues. I was concerned Rebecca might not be allowed in without a Lego Insiders pass, but it was all fine in the end. So we just have to do the final challenge to get the final stamp, and then we completed the Insider Club. So we just come out of the Lego Insiders Club, and we also got to see the model making Studio 2 upstairs. So Rebecca, what did you think of that?
Yeah, I thought it was great. It was a good place to go and relax, and if you want to avoid the queues on a busy day, it's a really good place to go hang out.
What was your favourite part?
Oh, it's a good question. I quite like the way you had to build a fish. That was good.
Yes, that was that was one of the challenges. So what we had was a series of challenges you had to do. You were given this paper card, and what you had to do was complete a series of challenges. One of them was to find a particular character. One of them was to do this space invasion battle where you had to pick up these items and avoid the asteroids, which Rebecca sucked at. So, and admittedly, I'm not saying I could do any better, but we passed at least. And then the final thing we did was we had to build this model of fish out of Lego, and we had to display them as well, which is pretty cool. And then we got to go inside the Lego vault, which was just in the video a moment ago, and that was awesome. It was very cool seeing the history and all the older models as well, the history. That was excellent, and also seeing all the light effects was very cool as well. So yeah, I mean that was excellent. And then upstairs was the model making studio, and you can see the model makers in action. And I do recall seeing like a VIP of them. I think it's children only, which is a shame if that is the case. But it was very cool seeing them working on the models and seeing a mixture of engineering components and Lego components. So the queues are all still quite large right now, but we were going to head over to the Dragon, just because it's such an iconic ride. We have to do the Disco Dragon at some point, we can't not do that. So let's head over in that direction now. So, after the Insider Club, we're here in the queue line for the Dragon. Now, you've got all the Brick or Treat theming playing, you've got the awesome disco music, which is amazing, so I'm looking forward to trying the Disco Dragon. The queue's about 60 minutes, which is not great, but Disco Dragon will be worth it, so see you shortly.
The greatest of all heroes in the Knight's Kingdom.
Okay, so we just came off the Dragon. Rebecca, how did you find that?
It was as good as any other ride I've had on the Dragon, which is average at best.
No, that's not true, no. We've got the Disco Dragon, where the indoor section in the castle, with all of the animatronics, etc., is all kitted out with disco lights and disco balls, which is awesome. It is amazing. It is like the best experience here at Legoland Windsor during Brick or Treat. Also, it just occurred to me, I'm a little bit concerned the fact that the Exorcist theme is playing right now in what's supposed to be a kids' park. So I'm not sure if that is, well, yeah, I'm not sure if that's the most appropriate, but never mind. There's no like Exorcist references or anything, so that's all fine otherwise. And also, Rebecca sat on the left side, so she came face to face with the Dragon as part of her super intense training experience to get her used to horror. Rebecca, how did you find that? Was that terrifying?
It was a little bit scary, yeah.
Fine. But you coped, and that's the important thing. The next thing we're going to do, we're going back to Haunted House Monster Party. It's getting late in the day. I think it's probably going to be the last ride of the day. And we're going to do that to train Rebecca further, just to ensure that she's had maximum horror exposure. And what we'll do is I'll think of a new way to continually train her to get used to horror stuff. So yeah, let's head over to Haunted House Monster Party and let's give that another ride. So I received a comment from the BLY86 talking about the best views they've had at park, being Silver Dollar City, and that got me thinking, Rebecca, what are the best views you've had at a theme park?
Definitely Wildfire Colmarden, absolutely beautiful there. I also really love a Wallaby Roan Alps when you get to the top of the lift hill and Mystic. Some amazing views of the Alps, it's really cool.
I would second Colmarden and the Wildfire there. The top of the lift hill is spectacular. Across, you can see the Swedish countryside, the trees, the water. It is absolutely incredible. I would also say Wildfire Silver Dollar City has amazing views in the summer as well. So those are my thoughts. Thank you for that comment.
Yes.
So we arrived at Haunted House Monster Party. This is the final bit of training for Rebecca to ensure she's as prepped as possible for Tulley's next year. So let's do this, it'll be fun to do it more time. Madhouse is always good fun.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Lord Vampire. Apple fries. He stared at me and I felt a change. Time meant nothing, never home again. Let's do the time walk again. It's just a jump to the left. Put your hands on your hips. It's the baby shake. Let's do the time walk again. It's okay, little girl. A monster party is the perfect party. So let's all dance until we drop.
Well, that was terrifying. Don't you agree, Rebecca?
Yeah, he came really close to us. I was actually kind of freaked out.
It was not scary. It was fun to see Lord Vampire. But consider that another form of training as well for Haunted House Monster Party. So we just came out of Haunted House Monster Party, meet for the second time, and Rebecca, it was your first ever time, is that correct?
It is, yeah, I didn't even know they had a madhouse there, so that was news to me.
And was it, how did you find it? It wasn't too terrifying, was it?
No, it was good. It was very tame. It was pretty well themed, and yeah, it was good.
Good. Yes, I would say that is another important step in Rebecca's training to prep her for Tulley's farm for next year. She'll be fine though, she's Tulley's is not that scary. Anyone who's done Shocktoberfest knows it's not that scary at all. And Rebecca, I'm sure you believe me, right?
Not at all.
I must admit, I mean, I did enjoy Tulley's. It was less like frightening and intensely frightening than I was expecting. It was more just very well themed. I mean, the scares were good. They're certainly more intense than, a lot of other stuff I've done in the UK. But it wasn't like intensely frightening in the same way that I was expecting. So yeah, that was the Haunted House Monster Party. It's such a well-themed madhouse as well. Now, Rebecca, you were saying that you did Hex first, and this left a bad taste in your mouth regarding other madhouses because of the high standards that had. Is that correct?
Yeah, no, exactly. Hex is absolutely amazing. I don't think there's any other madhouses that I've done that really compares. So yeah, they all feel a bit underwhelming now.
Exactly. For me, it was the opposite. I started out with Haunted House Monster Party, then I went to some of the other ones, such as the one, I don't remember what it's called, but the one at Wallaby, Belgium, then in Fantasialand, then Cassandra, Europa Park, then Villa Vault and Efteling, and then Hex last. So madhouses keep getting better and better and better for me. So just keep that in mind, depending on the order you try them. So I was just having a chat with Rebecca about Universal UK. So Rebecca, what are your thoughts on Universal UK approaching? Excited? What are you hoping for? Any thoughts?
So excited. I think it would be world class. Can't wait.
Yeah, I agree. I can't wait either. I'll certainly be doing vlogging when construction starts, as well as when the park opens for sure. It will almost probably be a second home for me, and I definitely want the highest season pass possible. So it's going to be massive. It is going to be on the scale of Euro Disney coming to France before when Disneyland Paris was known as Euro Disney. It's going to be that significant. Okay, so that's the end of this vlog. We've just come out of the entrance. We're underneath the brand new entrance sign that I showed off earlier. Rebecca, how was your day?
It was great. I mean, I was only here for a couple of hours, but it was good fun. Nice way to spend a Friday afternoon. Nice. And you conquered all the scary stuff as well, which I was very impressed with. Good. So yes. Very, very brave. What I'll do, I'll have to set up some sort of reward system where if
let's say I get a certain number of subscribers, for example, Rebecca will do all the mazes at Tulley's farm, something like that. I'll give it some. I'm not sure what yet. I'll give it some thought. We'll carry on the training as like a little side project. But overall, joking aside, it was a very good day. I thoroughly enjoyed my time here at Legoland Windsor. I've done Brickle Tree before. It was great to be back. The theming was pretty good as well. Not heavily immersive. I wouldn't call it immersive Lego theming, but it was still very good. A highlight for me, surprisingly, was actually the Lego Insiders Club. I thought that was very good. What do you think of that?
Yeah, that was great. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, well worth doing.
Yeah, 100%. Seeing all the different models in the vault, the historical significance as well, because it wasn't just like recent models. There's like a lot of like older models as well. Things from like the 1990s, for example, things that are no longer in production. And seeing the model making studio as well on the upper floor was very exciting too. So that was definitely a highlight. And we got a nice little construction bag as well, which was that was a nice little treat as well. Yeah, so, and I was going to have a look in the Lego shop, but the queue is enormous, so no way, I'm not doing that. So yeah, that's the end of this vlog. Thank you very much for watching this far. If you like it, please like and subscribe. It does help the channel a lot. And I look forward to seeing you on the next adventure. So take care of yourself.